And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, and he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. Zebra. All right, here.
They run again with Barner. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now a run for Barner. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll toss it to Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go, Blue 58.
They go play action here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're some.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll look to throw again, and that is incomplete here.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. The defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw here. Being chased, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marcel Darius able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, here we go. Hey, we're going to rally.
In motion left, that's Jackson.
Zebra. Hold on, baby. Alert.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Barner. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. It's Barner. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Hey, we're going to rally.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go. Half.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Zebra. All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Hey, we're going to rally.
They come out here in the eye.
Zebra. Hey, we're going, baby.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Zebra.
quarterback here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Zebra! Hold on, baby! Alert! Here we go! Alert! Red! Zebra! Zebra!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Alert! Hey, we're going to rally!
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go! Rally! Hey, we're going, baby! Alert!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now this is incomplete. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coleman now stays on his feet and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Let's go! Blue 50!
They'll try and throw for it here. And yes, he found Toilolo. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This is Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The play clock's running down. Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Let's go, Blue Fish!
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Back now in Cincinnati. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He shakes him off, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in, and now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And here in it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. First throw of overtime for Carr. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
We ready? We go rally. We go rally.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go. Zebra. All right, here we go. Zebra. Hey, we go rally. Zebra. Hey, we go rally.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Hey, we go rally.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Zebra. Here we go.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They fake the give. Now Elway. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the...
areas and then make the tackle.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Elway. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. 2nd and 10. Elway. Throw left side. Completion to Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go! Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Green 39! Green 39!
Elway to throw on second. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time job.
3rd and goal. Elway out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here's Elway. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They go play action, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got Sanu. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. In the red zone this time.
Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
58.
Inside the red zone here, they look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Vick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken very short. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go! 3-2! Half!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looking to throw on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58! 3-2! 3-2! Half! Shift! 3-2! Half! Check!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Haley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys... Have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
Check 24, check 24. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time in the pocket. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Nice play, baby.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Lucky.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jack Youngblood in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, we got tight right.
J2! Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 52!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And they'll start with great field position at the 40.